respond to that need when it happens. That's why NAMA is critically important.
All right, I promised you we'd hear from some property developers. We have John Moore, and John, you're a big construction company.
We run a family company, House Builders Manor Park. Been around for the last 30 years, family-owned company. Now, first of all, we haven't got toxic assets. We're a performing loan, so NAMA is taking over not only the bad, but also the good. Whether we like it or not, we're being thrown into NAMA. The point I'd like to make is threefold. First of all is, it's not a bailout for the builders. If I owe AIB €100 today, I'll owe NAMA €100 tomorrow. That for me isn't a bailout.
Are you telling me in your company that NAMA will be taking over performing loans that you can service?
Yes. Every property loan over 5 million in this country, whether it be good, bad or ugly, has been going into NAMA.
Have you got some ugly ones?
Well, we have some that aren't so pretty, I suppose, yes.
Yeah, but would you want them to go into NAMA and keep the performing ones?
I haven't the choice. I will be told.
But do you think you could work your way through without NAMA?
I'm selling houses at the moment. I'm selling 3-bedroom houses in Blanchardstown for €250,000, and they're selling at the moment. But irrespective of that, they're going to be thrown into NAMA. Now, this windfall tax that the government's talking about, by the way, the taxpayer at the moment, my house is of €250,000, the taxpayer is already paying €105,000. The windfall tax should go against the banks. The banks are making huge profits this year, Pat. The NCB forecast for the first 6 months, Bank of Ireland, before the impairments, will make €700 million. AIB will make €1.1 billion in the first 6 months this year. And finally, Pat...
Don't forget that the Minister is now a shareholder on our behalf, so he will share in the profits.
But my fear is for the general economy is for people to buy houses that have jobs. And I've heard everybody in the audience today saying that their viable companies aren't getting loans from the banks. If they're not getting loans from the banks, and my fear is that NAMA isn't going to do the last step of the equation, which is ensure the banks have to give the money out.
Amen.
Gilmore pointed out in the Dáil last week in the NAMA debate. He pointed out that the cost of houses now is a multiple of the cost of building them. There's speculation on land, which inflates the land. Then the builders move in and they speculate. And it's multiples of what it should be. And that's a well-documented fact. We need to deflate. We need to go back down, not to support what you're carry on. We don't want any more 250 grand houses in fields.
Sorry, just hold on for a second. Sorry.
We've had enough of that, Pat.
My price has come down.
This tape back. Just a moment. And as for you, Pat, this isn't NAMA scheme. It's not about the people of Ireland. It's about the bankers of Ireland, and it's about the developers of Ireland, and it's about the builders of Ireland. You're trying to reinflate the bubble. NAMA will make houses more expensive. No. It's about paying over the odds for rubbish.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
I have to ask Tom Carlin on that very point. Tom, when we see